Welcome to Perspective, a podcast where we uncovered the untold stories of ordinary individuals with extraordinary journeys. I'm your host, Victor Koo. In each episode, we go beyond resumes and surface success to explore the choices, challenges, and convictions that shaped the people behind the titles. This isn't about promoting perfection. It's about learning from real experiences so we can grow with clarity, courage, and conviction. Let's get started. Some people look like role models in school. Quiet, polished, top of the class. That wasn't us. We were the loud, rowdy bunch with lots of funny ideas. The kind who didn't just think of nonsense, but actually did them. But behind that noise was a lot of heart. What many people don't know is that Khalis, yes, that same joker from Poly, was best recruit in BMT, commissioned and was awarded sort of merit, top 10% of our OCS cohort. Not only that, but also silver Bayonet. That means he's the second out of 200 cadets. He was also the one who taught me how to swim, and literally saved me from drowning during our Poly days, gracefully if I may add. He could have signed on like I did, and I'm sure he would have done well, or even way better than I did. But he chose a different path, a braver one, chasing his dreams, not a rank. Today, we dive into his journey from swim coach to Kueh boss, from pandemic pivots to preserving tradition with his wife. This is the story of grit, grace, and career. Right, today with me, I have a very special guest. His name is Khalis. He's my friend for many years. I know him since Poly. And the funny thing is, beyond Poly, I still see him in like BMT. Then we went to the same company in BMT. And we went to OCS also for 9 months. He's someone very special for many reasons. One, because we went through Polytechnic, BMT, and OCS together. But also, he's the one that taught me how to swim. Right, so I actually, this one story later we can share a bit when we talk through it. But I want to introduce him, or why I actually invited him onto the podcast, because as a perspective is about ordinary individuals going on an extraordinary journey. I know him as a Polytechnic classmate, but after that I knew him as the swim coach. Today he's not the swim coach, he's actually a business owner. He owns a Kueh business, Case Career, right? So later I'll ask him to share a bit more on what actually transpired and make him transform and go on this journey. So without further ado, can I just first invite Khalis to do a quick introduction of yourselves, please?
What's up, guys? My name is Khalis. I'm 35 macam nak. I'm married with 3 kids. Beautiful family, alhamdulillah. And then I think it's a blessing to meet Victor. Somehow we cross path.
Wow, blessing.
Meet in 2007.
Yes.
And then life goes on, and I think I'm so thankful for all the blessings that we have received.
You sure?
Very.
So a lot of
things start you like blessing already.
the funny thing is, because we got so many common friends, right? Then sometimes I will receive things like, you and your friend Khalis. Then that he confirm will deny this, but I will always say, you see all the nonsense, right? I learn from him. Yes, so today I want to ask Khalis a few things, right? Specifically, there's a lot of things to talk about. If you want to talk about it, right? Maybe 24 hours also not enough.
Not enough.
Yeah, but today I want to explore his journey, specifically from going from a swim coach to then running his own business. His business is actually quite well to do. In fact, I share a small story now. So I was in army until 2021, late 2021. 2022 was when I officially left the army and joined the insurance business. And then when I actually went into the business, that's where I reconnected with a lot of friends. Actually, so Khalis know of my transition. Then I recall when we reconnected was you asked me, bro, go back to the alumni event. To be honest, I feel very touched because for many years, he will know my pattern. When I want to go on to something, I just go. I don't really care about the world, and I just do. You remember last time I asked people go hockey pitch with me, and nobody turned out. Early morning, then nobody turned out. Actually, only Khalis, he came enough to join me.
I cannot stop.
This. So this one again story for another day. But essentially, why one thing that I wanted to bring across is, you see, Khalis, he's really a very steady friend. So he actually asked me to go back for an alumni event. At the moment, I feel very touched because I never connect with them for very long. Every time every time not free. So after that, the funny thing is because my business model has always been to go and value add to people and see how I can help them. For example, if you're in business, I want to help you grow your business first. And then, if I got any business that you can support me with, then we talk about it later. So I thought, I can help the business, support the business.
Then I go and buy kueh all. After that, I go online. I say, so how come your followers so many? Then my neighbor also, because I bought your kueh, then I give my neighbor. Then my neighbor, how you know this kueh are very famous? I'm like, oh, that was the moment I realized, no, you don't need support. In a way,
No lah.
business at every stage still needs support.
Yeah, still the support.
But my support, to be honest, I feel negligible. That was when I realized, you see, he's a really very steady person. And that's where I dive deeper into what happened. How come? Because I honestly don't know that you moved from swim coach to this. So today we are here to explore this. So first, can we explore what is it like for you in poly?
Poly.
Yeah, what was life like?
Super. I think I used to told my wife like the most defining moment is poly.
Oh, serious?
Yeah. So secondary school actually
never bathe.
Never base. It's fun lah. I mean secondary school is still fun. It's just that poly is different because I think we all that stage where we are exploring ma. Then last time I very good boy ma, secondary school.
Oh really?
I go home read book one.
What kind of book?
No, same book for 4 years.
Manga.
Any blighted. Yeah, then after that, when poly time is when I get to explore and then I really get to know my friends lah. Then I get to go out with them, spend time, and then like different people come from all over the place ma. Last time it's like never base is only at Yishun ma. But in poly you have all over the place. So you get to know all this culture. So I think poly is really a defining moment because like it teaches you a lot. Yeah, we had like some crazy moments like I tried to study.
Every time.
Very little lah. Because usually more time I'm in lecture hall study ma.
Oh, is it?
Tutorial I always do ma.
Just you say go out. So last time I remember they always go Ang Mo Kio, right?
Ang Mo Kio.
Then left for it. Then after we tap card, no.
Then Miss Prema called. Hey, where are you guys? On the way. But still playing last round. Thank you.
But once was the bad one until everybody like the.
Rabak. That one is rabak. That one I think the teacher, guys, doesn't mean I smile means I'm okay. That one we got to know like we cross the line already. Yeah, but I think that is like, you see these are the moments like like if let's say I can turn back time, I'll still do it. I'll still do the same thing.
True.
Yeah. Then other than that, I think nothing much. That in poly I was aiming just to be a PE teacher. Then we have another friend, Smile.
Oh yes.
He is the one always say, hey, chum, business wow. Everything is business.
But PE teacher.
Then you become PE teacher, something like that. So yeah, you see how life takes you well.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it was fun lah. So I thought like poly was great. Then until when we enlist then like
you Viper.
same enlistment, same company.
Yeah.
Right.
Different platoon, yeah. But correct.
Then after that, OCS still.
OCS the same.
But you see, we are the rowdy bunch. Actually, I'm not rowdy one. He's the rowdy one. A lot of idea, then you not only idea, no, he do. That's the thing. People idea say, finish, go home. This one on the spot do, then we like, jialat. But it was fun. It was fun. So I want to bring across what I notice is first he is best recruit.
Hey, no lah.
Okay, so that's one. A lot of things that people don't know because you think like you look at him like ordinary. He's not somewhat ordinary in my own opinion. So one, he's the best recruit. There you go, CS, right? Same ring. 9 months.
Wow.
Same different platoon but same ring.
Yeah.
And again, he did very well. He was the sort of merit second in the entire cohort. Right. So essentially 9 months later I signed on during BMT. I do see a lot of potential. I thought, maybe Khalis also was but he didn't.
Yeah.
So maybe we can also explore that part and then what then leads you to go into swim
coaching.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually during OCS, the offer was good. They said if you extend 1 year, right, then you get back paid everything. So for the past 9 months plus your BMT, that's like 1 year. They back pay you. Then I complained, was steady, sign 1 year. Then my father background, he said, hey, go lah, sign on lah, good lah, everything, like, because it's for the money lah. So I really don't want. I don't see myself doing it. But I enjoy doing it.
Yep.
Because something that, Army is a good organization.
Yep.
It's just like something that it's just like, it's not your like cup of tea.
Yep.
But I like to do it because it's my duty to do it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why it's just like a matter of like, if you have to do it, just do it good. They always say do it once, do it good. Then after that, I really try to sign on. I talk to Captain, what's the name? That guy.
Edwin.
No, the guy who in charge of this manpower thingy. Call him, I think he was at MP side. Okay. Yeah, Captain. Hey, sir, I want to sign up. Extend 1 year. Hey bro, extend 2 years lah bro. He said, you get your performance bonus or this one bonus, everything. You calculate next month going 20k. I said, steady 20k then back then 21 Can kahwin can get married already Then after that,
That time you already with Fatin, right?
already Fatin already. I Fatin with during OCS. Then after that sekali, can get married. Okay steady. Okay, I apply everything. Then I was in unit. Then after that they called, hey Khalis.
For SIR lah.
Yeah, for SIR. you can go to the office. Next month you reach this stadium. Then I go walk. I don't know. I think just God just open up the depan my seat. People kena tekan. Then after that, sergeant like, alamak, wearing green. It's not my God. That's it, sir. The one tell the people, why? The one for first time for money. There's no passion there. You really don't have that passion there. I like to do it, but it's just no passion. Good idea. Really, don't sign for money. And I got to know he's the one who wore this.
He left.
Yeah. So it's like, I think it's like, don't do it for money. I think number one.
Yep.
Yeah. Then is why I choose coaching is also actually secondary because I wanted to disrupt my service. 2012, the date we were already right. I think like 1 or 2 months before, NIE opened up their last. I didn't know it was the last, so it was their PE intake. Then he said, I call hey, should I disrupt? And then I joined. You left how many months or 1 month? I said, don't lah, because later mafan you have to go back find. Okay, just wait for next year. Okay lah, 2013 I wait. So September to end of September, 2012, end of September, end of 2012, I waited. 2013 I called, hi, when's the opening for PE? Oh, this year got no intake. Okay. What? I should have like yeah. Then I think back, okay lah, so I just continue doing relief teaching still doing something that I want to be.
You relief teach?
I relief teach at the school.
That's after NS
After NS. So before NS, 6 months waiting, right? We graduated May. So May until November when we enlist. We enlist November, yeah. Then after that, I did PE teaching. I was doing a relief teacher for my friend's school. And then after that, after NS, I got nothing to do because I want to wait for NIE. And after that, this continue relief teaching. I say, relief teaching. Okay, like I got trick. I say, I got tricks. Then meanwhile, I just do I just do coaching. My brother also doing coaching. Okay, so I just do coaching. 1 class 1 week. Then slowly I expand to 2, 3. Then 1 week I got a solid every day I got 1 class. So I say, not bad. The amount that comes in also quite good. I would say
As in you swim coaching, right?
Yeah, swimming coaching. So as a coach, so I get to teach. It's something that I want to share because my motive is I want to share what I know.
Yep.
And then during poly also my CCA was swimming and water polo.
Yep.
So I feel like something that if I don't get to experience as a swimmer, if let's say you are a competitive swimmer, you won't know the specific techniques. But as a competitive swimmer, if you teach swimming using this, but don't need to really teach competitive. I feel like I can value add to the coach.
You can I mean, you were my coach,
Yeah?
You taught all the divers, not only me. You smile also. Go inside, never come out one.
Happy and 2 meter. You can or is can. Yeah. Dive in, and go in.
But I think one thing that because I know you and I also experience so many things with you, right? You can tailor your style. Like even in OCS, you were the school SM, right?
Yeah, no, I'm a school DY commander. DY commander.
Yeah, so SM the other guy.
Yeah, SM is the Daniel type. Full names, yeah.
Okay, so essentially, I mean that's something that we experienced. Also, that's how you actually go into swimming.
Yeah.
It wasn't intentional.
It was intentional. So I was still hoping to be in NIE because they said actually you can from relief teacher then you go to AD or contract something like that. Then I say okay lah. So I was at to be exact, I was at Katong Convent School nearby Marine Parade area. So my classes that area started off from that area and then slowly expand.
Katong Convent is a girls' school, right?
It's a girls' school.
Oh, jialat.
Yeah, but I have to escort. Then but no lah because the good thing is the MOE they have the rules that you cannot teach when it's too sunny. So Katong Convent was the I would say the later school that to have this ISH that kiosk possible.
Why too sunny? As in heat exhaustion.
Heat exhaustion. So they want
okay.
So it's just because that they don't want to have any PE after 10:30. So I report to school 7:30. Then I go to PE until 10:30. Then pangkang already. So I waited from 10:30 until 1 o'clock. I just help out other teachers . Then 2 o'clock I start my coaching. Then 2 hours I go home .
I see. So you were doing part-time relief,
part-time
right?
part-time
Then plus your part-time coaching.
Correct.
So when was it that you kind of pivoted to fully swim coach?
So after I teach there until July 2013, if I'm not wrong. Then after that I saw the potential in the coaching . So I can still continue if I want to, but I chose morning I just want to relax . So afternoon, because usually classes only starts about 2:30, 3, the after school, right? Then usually I try to fix myself, see if I want to maintain that lifestyle balance . So I just finish by 7. So my daily life is just 2:30 to 7.
I see. How did Fatin reacted then?
She was okay lah. I think she was one of the no issue girlfriend back then . Yeah, she was like, okay, I can go. Okay, I can. So somehow I also very bocap . Like last time, I still remember a lot of coaches advise if raining just go for classes, you can still earn . Yeah, I think if rainy season every week rain, then you teach Landry also I feel like there's always a blessing in disguise . I would say coaching, if let's say when it's sunny, you coach good . But if it's raining or what, then rest time lah. So I spend time with my family.
I see that's your way of getting that balance.
Correct, yeah. Back then lah. So I didn't really go all out. Also, I prefer to like word of mouth lah. So for me, your service right is something that people appreciate, right? If let's say even you don't need to do that intense marketing, right? If people can occupy your time, they really want your service, right? That means it's something.
I mean, like I know lah, like Douglas the T also. Then when I was looking for swim, the first person I thought of was also you. But by then you already pivoted to your careers.
Yeah.
So I see. So that was actually how it started. How long did the thing lasted? Your swim one?
Coaching
All the way until COVID.
COVID, correct.
So
2013 till 2020.
So a good like 7 years.
7 years. But during poly already, I coach 2008 to 2010, I did do some coachings, but it's just part time because I was more to lifeguarding lah.
Yeah, I remember you have the time at Sentosa. What lifesaver? It's like Khalis every weekend at Sentosa.
That kind of like I really spend time doing what I want to do lah. I would say lah. Yeah, that was.
So now can we explore a bit on how then did it pivoted into the Kueh's business? Was it intentional and how did the whole thing started? I mean, I know a bit lah, like it was because of COVID. Then the swim side wasn't as ideal as before, right? So can you share with us what happened and what was it like?
Okay, so actually, okay, 2019. So we my wife pregnant the number 3, so I was third. So she had cravings for this Kueh career, Gula Melaka. And then on Facebook, right, it was so like viral. Like everything was about Kueh career Gula Melaka.
As in what, in Singapore already have or?
No, it's only at Melaka. So it originates from Melaka because it's Kueh career. They want usually it's coated with normal white sugar, cane sugar. But this one, the Gula Melaka, they get it like so-called the original sauce from Melaka lah. So my wife said, I craving. I say, okay lah, then you go lah. And just nice, so that time we got a planned trip to go Melaka lah. Say, okay lah, let's go lah. But she was, I think, late. It was I think November and her EDD was end of January. So we thought like, crazy, 7 months, anytime, so anytime you can really like either early or say how want to sell the tickets. We try to sell the tickets. So you put on Carousel who want to buy this Melaka ticket. No one. Just say, how gamble lah. Okay lah, we just take the risk. Take the risk lah. Okay, we go. We went. And after that, we really went to the Melaka store. Wow, have to queue 1 hour. No, it's a solid and legit. Whatever you see on Facebook, right, the queue, the viral is really like that. And then the limit, one person can only buy 20. So we queue for 1.5 hours.
Buy 20.
Buy 20 only. So one person queue, one person. So we had like 5 people. Right? So each of us had 20. So we bought and I said, eat. And I'm saying, still not satisfied. Then you do yourself. I say, never Melaka really. Hassle lah. Then she cannot walk lah. I say, why? I cannot suddenly like jam. You do anyhow no. I say, okay, then after we came back, but we don't have any intention to sell still. There's nothing because back then was still called Wuhan. And then Wuhan was like here, there. Is this true or not? Like
Wuhan is what?
Wuhan is before COVID, man. So COVID was not COVID. Yeah, they call it Wuhan virus. Wuhan, this way, sure not.
That time haven't outburst.
Haven't yet. So it was November going to December. Then after that, okay, I say, no, then you go make yourself lah.
Okay, we tried. No, I know where I learn this one. Learn from you lah. Don't even tell me, don't like I say you make yourself. I actually learn this.
Yeah, so then okay. Then we search YouTube, say how to make. Okay, use this. Okay, we try to make. So we shape it. Then we do very funny, the shape. So, change it. It's like, well, we didn't know it was an R&D. We didn't really take it as R&D.
So you already do yourself lah.
We did yourself because nobody sells in Singapore. Really, nobody sells in Singapore. Okay, do yourself. Then we how to like coat it. Coat like that. Okay. Then like penyet. Then you eat. Nice. Nice because we okay, then after that. January gave birth early. It was I would say it was a preemie or so lah, but it's just a slight preemie only. So early Jan gave birth already. Then came to March. Then was when the COVID was very hype out already. Everything was like, COVID here, COVID there. They said, crazy like But I was still doing coaching. It was still normal.
Coaching as it was swim coaching.
Swim coaching. Yeah, so going on. Okay. Because we didn't do anything else. I was only the sole breadwinner. So I just coaching. My wife looked after the kids.
Okay.
Yeah, so the 3 kids at home. And then after that, 26 March, if I'm not wrong, it was the government announcement. No one can go out. It was a circuit breaker. The lockdown.
Then the swim classes also stopped.
All stopped. I was so desperate, right? Because prior to that, so I foresee it's like if we really locked down, we only have this amount reserved to sustain. We also don't know how long. Then everything was panicking here and there. People start to hoard the Sheng Siong, everything. I say, never mind, just continue. I mean, normal. Then lockdown really was, everything's changed.
Suddenly become real.
It's real lah. So I was so desperate. I say, should I just go out and push? Because the ones I coach, they are expats. Expats don't really care also. In a way, I would say. They say, hey, just go. Haze, 400 PSI. So they can go. That's it. They don't want
water.
That's it. They want haze. Because back then got haze, now no more, right? Last time, PSI is a bit high, 400. So I think we just postpone. No, I go. I don't want. You want to ask the rate, you go. I don't want. Then after that, the government imposed whoever goes out, license will be banned. Then you got 10k, summon, everything. Like, hey, don't risk it. We just, sit back then. Fighting was very calm. But I think 1 week, that circuit breaker, I start hearing sound.
Like what?
Hearing because I was like every day say how.
As in you stress over
yes.
wow, what's next? Like you
Correct.
cannot. There's no certainty lah.
Correct. So and then just nice 2 weeks before the circuit breaker, we just down pay a car. We got a second-hand car. Then after that down pay everything. So pretty much like every month you have to pay for the car, pay for the house, and I'm self-employed man, so I pay everything using cash.
So you're still staying at the old place
Yeah,
the
Sengkang.
Sengkang, yeah.
So then I stay back. Wow. How then I think back 1 month like this not enough, no, the reason by then how long already. Then I start to like worry here, worry there. But Fatin was very relaxed. Thankfully.
She always relaxed.
Yeah, she like very relaxed, but I don't know what she's thinking also. Maybe he really like the monkey. You cancel lah.
It's all inside.
Then after that, I told her 1 a.m. I didn't sleep. I said, you got here not? You got here not? You what? Like, right, like really like jet trying to like, there's a jet flying there. I said, it cannot be like. I try to strengthen myself. I pray. Then my father say, you know what? Why not you just sell the kueh?
Fatin
say, why not you sell the kueh? Sure not? Yeah, because like before that also she was still, you want to make kueh career lah. Like once in a life, once in a occasionally lah. Make make then eat. Nice lah, yeah, nice. And say we try to sell lah. Because the friend told her, you should sell it. Don't want lah, we just eat only lah.
So it was like a home cooked dish from time to time, your own dessert already.
Yeah. So we had like made a few pieces.
But look like the shape or still
Still a bit crooked, yeah. Because we still we didn't really do intense ma. After that, okay. She ate and that we tried to sell. Okay, we tried to open order. So our Instagram personal account followers are not a lot. It's really friends.
Yep.
But we are so thankful to have our friends. Because the friends are the one who really, like I say, word of mouth. They have the intention to really support one another. And COVID was another opener. I feel like everyone is helping out everyone. You don't earn, you still support who another person.
Yeah, because really not easy.
Yeah, it's really not easy. So it works. It's very like,
especially all the freelance one, right?
Correct.
I mean now I'm on freelance. That time I was on stable pay. Right?
Yeah. So it's like really like you came over and then support here, and then we are so thankful. We're so thankful that the business can only start when there's a spark. And the spark I would say is really the people who support us. I would say you can just be the matchstick. We try to come on, like, don't want to like. I feel so the friends are the one, okay, give you a bit of spark. Got fire. That's the start. So we started doing at home. Fatin, I told Fatin, you look after the kids. We settle this. But she will support here and there. She give a bit of instruction. I still put her as the main. I'm really the sergeant major. She's the officer. I'm the sergeant major. I really on ground. Then I just do the preparation. I see, okay, this amount. As we go on, we still try to improve the recipe. Then we say, how feedback? Then we say, should we use this sweet potato or not? They say, no, we just stick to this one. Just do, it's nice already, maybe a bit here and there, we tweak.
But you constantly R&D lah. I mean like, that time I go and see you, how you make the whole day.
Yeah.
Serious.
Yeah.
Oh, everything you know how to do, you do yourself lah.
Yeah, so it's really like, it becomes an SOP So army teach you SOP
Yep.
And I was like so-called trained I would say army, army really taught you how to really do things with discipline.
Yep.
So everything I really take pride. We really do it like, okay, because it's not because I want it to happen and I want to earn.
Yep.
It's really I want it to happen because I really want to sell my product.
Yeah. It goes back to like just now earlier you shared about signing on. Like, you last minute, but actually I remember you got tell me before. I also forget.
Yeah.
But then it's not about the money. It's about the passion. It's about you must like the thing itself.
Correct. Yeah.
And your style, I mean, you a bit crazy. We all know your style. The moment you want to do something, you make sure you do it good.
Yeah. So I feel like that small push from everyone that really helped us with the business. It started off from like 10 box a day. It grows to like 20, 30. Then we push over the weekends. Like we go up to 50 because we are using only the home kitchen.
Yep.
And then the wok is very small. You can only fit in like 25 pieces. And like if we take in too much order, that means you will fry one whole day.
Eventually your first store was at Tampines, right?
Tampines, correct.
At,
Tampines Tropical. It's a
condo,
condo,
right?
yeah, tropical
Yeah.
condo.
So how did you move from a home base to then?
That one's scary.
Ah.
So you're frying, right? That one day, because on and off also there was phase 1, phase 2, then go back circuit breaker, everything, right?
Back and forth.
Then there was like, why, how come people can go out and go to home-based business? So not fair, people sell, then they say they almost wanted to stop, all this kind of thing. So we thought, should we go out or not? They said, no lah, I mean, you can make do at home, no, might as well lah, I mean, lesser cost. Then after that, okay, I was still coaching here and there. But after 1 or 2 months of circuit breaker, I started coaching again, but one-on-one and stuff. So I juggled. Morning I did better.
Yep.
I did better. Then after that, my brother-in-law will take over. Then after that, I go coaching. Come back. Then one fine day, I was the one frying. I don't know how. All of a sudden, my daughter wanted to go inside the kitchen. Our kitchen is an open concept. She wanted to go into the kitchen. The quality got the wok got a lot of oil spill over. But lucky my father was there. So hey. I think, so I no man, I see this really cannot.
Very dangerous.
Yeah, it's so like risky lah.
That one still the old house lah.
Whole house. It's some cannot. I feel like it's not just a sign lah. I feel like it's more of safety.
Yep.
And then plus sometimes I came back from coaching, the floor like all oily. And then every day is like maintenance. It's quite shag.
Yep.
Then okay lah, we try to search for a space. Rental was not so bad. It was actually for a small space. Then I told my mom, how, wanna go? Then I say, a bit scary because something new
Suddenly got expense.
Yeah, expense. So it's we think back, we make calculation. It's gonna you have to sell lah. I mean, but I told my mom, we agreed lah. We want to do something, we just look forward.
Yep.
You don't look backwards.
But at the point of time, it was already profitable.
It's profitable because at the moment we were doing at home, there's not much expense.
A lot of the costs.
Yeah, it's just cut. Then it's just that actually for you to pay.
Location, everything all changed.
Yeah, everything changed. So you have to really travel here and there, everything. So the ops wise are so different. Then I think let's go. That was the style. That was the moment you step out.
So when you go, then your swimming still continue.
Swimming still continue. So I was still juggling.
Shit.
Yeah, so I was really, because same thing, passion. For in a way, I would say I have more passion for swimming. It was hard for me to let go of my coaches and my coaching classes.
Yep.
Fatin and I had to like not say argue, but I really have to sit down. You have to stop because it's not tiring for you. Then tiring for her because she needs to juggle the kids also, everything. And we don't have. We chose not to have a helper also because you say we want to do it together.
Yeah, you're hands on lah. I mean, I see you all too very hands on.
Too crazy lah, I would say lah.
That one like you say yourself lah. You are crazy lah. Since I know you, you're crazy what.
Yeah, but something that I would say is something we choose, so we cannot complain lah. So I told her, never mind. Okay, because government just open up. Someone just open up group of 5. Tempting I can resume all my classes. So I did a full force back. So I did a full force back. I wake up 4 a.m. I go to the shop, make the better. I finish by about 8, 9. Then after I go home, I say, Nabi take over, I rest. 12:30 lunch. Then after that, get ready for your swimming. Then come back. But there were days coaching, Khalis, this one cannot fry. This one my problem. Wow, I had to rush, so I cancel class. So there was a bit of cancellation here and there, everything there. I thought, like, not nice. And I didn't tell my classes because I don't want to disappoint them. I feel. So I felt like, cannot tell them I have this business, Then my mom say, it's okay, just try to tell. And I'm the one who really afraid to tell. So I just tell, guys, I think I have to put a stop because I don't. But I thought like the response was like, so like you just wanted to. But no, they were so supportive. Like, good to know that everything. So they really
happy for you lah.
Yeah, they were happy lah. So they pushed me So I say, why not? Of course, the profit margin wise, the career because the opportunity is there. Coaching, I didn't form any team. So it's really a sole person. So I do coaching because I feel like if I want to do my service under my name, my company, I want to do it from my own hands.
And your quality control there lah.
In a way.
Actually, your standard very high one lah. Since
bro.
Actually, just now when you were talking, right? I remember this actually isn't exactly your first like F&B. When we were in poly, every time we jalan here, go house government, your father cook chicken chop.
So last time when I was in Never Beef, my father had a school canteen. He sold Western food at the Chun Cheng Hai Min, somewhere near Mount Wetton also. So we had a Western store there. I think for solid 4 or 5 years. It was tough. I would say I told myself I don't want to do F&B because it was so tiring. I go to school, I come back, I see 2 cartons of chicken, I need to slice it. I need to really open up and about. I feel like as a 15, 16-year-old, I want to play with my friends, and phone MSN. Back then was MSN, Not nice, I don't want, so texting, then weekends only have to go 1 day off, and then also you have to go Johor buy the groceries and thing. I don't want. That's when poly I confess, right? Then I cried in the shanks. That one is really a let go. I said I was so like,
I mean, you also never tell us, or your pattern. So, okay, amongst our group, right, he's the one that is always punctual. You got one friend, right, on the way, but then he on the way out of the house, you know who, but asking, hey, where are you, yeah, so, he's always punctual. That's why when I chill the morning, only you and me.
Yeah. But because I live the nearest, I cut it,
Our friend on near, but never appear.
You know who you are. Yeah, but I mean something like, I think I would say that is my parents who always enforce me. Be early. It's good to always be on time rather than you rush, I feel like but sometimes I have my days I just want to relax.
So I interjected you earlier. I wanted to just understand, right? So in the entire episode, right, was there a moment, because you were still struggling between, should I do my coaching and also at the same time run this business? Then finally you tell your guys that you gotta go over because of all the challenges you're facing, have to cancel class and stuff. So within you, your sense of responsibility will never allow you this kind of thing to happen, right? So when was it where you decided, or what makes you think that, okay, I just go full force? Is there any specific thing that went through your head?
I think it was Fatin's words. She said, like, if you really want to do all this, you are chasing too much. Because it's not that chasing for money. The money, I would say, is good on both sides. Because it's really, we measure by the amount of time I commit to coaching. Very minimal, 1%, but I can earn this amount. It's so happy. I'm so happy and successful. Not very rich, but I would say it's comfortable.
Yeah.
And on another plate, I have the quick career business growing and stuff.
You can live the life you want.
Correct.
That's the whole idea.
Yeah, and then at the same time, it's like, then when will it be enough?
Yep.
So then Fatin said, if you're chasing too much, right, as a human, you won't feel enough.
Oh, she's very wise.
Why this? This man is very wise. Then after that, I thought, quite true. Then that's when I measure, I weigh, because the time, it's not that you go there as a boss, then you don't need to do work. You still do work, what?
You do a lot of work.
I see. And I'm the one who don't like to, let go. I'm not saying micromanage, but at the same time, I don't want to, you are still at the start of it. So we really want to make it concrete, SOP, everything settled. Then I can really let go. That's when Fatin said, you can still be on ground. Then I think back, quite true.
So how did you, from the one store in Tampines, right, to that one no more already, then now you have one in Busara.
Okay, so the timeline was, we had the Tropica one, 2021. We went out of our house, 2021. 6 months into Tropica, we went to Tampines Hub. We want to eat Malay, the Minang. We ate, after that we went to bowling. But that was during phase 1. So you can only the 1 meter rule. Then sekali, see, got one shop. It's the normal cafe bowling always get cafe, right? Say, empty how? Aircon some more, exhaust all stay. Okay, we try ask the...
So that's how you all started.
So we ask the boss, the cafe for rent, you want to rent? Then I say, yeah, how much you offer? Then we say, how we offer? You offer. You don't know, because we are new, Okay you say this amount, I say, okay I take it because something different, even though it's in Tampines, but because we know it's like a different, we can tap on our neighbor, the Minang, And after you eat a heavy meal, then you want to get some dessert.
It's the one outside.
It's actually inside.
Oh, it's still
inside bowling.
But I go, I never see it.
You went for Minang, is it? No, Minang is still outside.
Oh.
So you go down the escalator, right? The B1, right, is outside the Minang. But if you want to go to our shop, it's inside the bowling.
Right inside.
Inside. Yeah, so we okay lah. We just set up everything. We didn't have any expectation from it. It's more of because at Tropica, we did the delivery, the pre-orders, and also the self-collect. I mean the walk-ins. It was very messy. Because the people walk-ins, came all the way from Jurong. They came, then found out, have to wait 2 hours. Because we don't have enough courier, man.
Go Melaka lah.
I did. Then after that, we told, we are so sorry. I said, then they waited, then courier also finished.
Wow.
So there was an up and down. We didn't really tie down.
That one you confirm inside.
Inside, crazy already lah. Cannot. So I then I told, bang, I get your number. Let me deliver to you everything. So it's how you correct do your corrections. Then I think that, okay lah, how about we use this Tropica to be the deliveries, the pre-orders. Then the walk-ins from Tampines Hub. A bit more centralized, huh?
I see. So that one only do delivery lah. Then walk-in is OTH.
Correct. Then OTH, we open up a TikTok account. Then we just play. Okay, to get our shot like that. Then we got 70k view,
Normal one. You in all the thing you do in poly.
No, but the thing, last time not famous. Now not.
Last time not so viral. If not now you confirm.
I think crazy. I know lah, don't answer lah. But the thing is like, the view so good Then there was when the queue was there lah. So, nice Like, okay, we continue. same thing. We want to go, okay, go Arab Street. But back then already we have the goal, no. And I believe it's everyone's perception that if you have a shop at Busora, is the
Yes.
is the Arab Street is the prime already.
It is.
It's the top already. Your so-called like the peak of it already. But we didn't go there to like to have a shop. We just go there same thing makan Minang, you know. So we want to go makan Minang, after that we go to konditori. We want to buy the bread. Because it was viral also back then. Okay, we went after that sekali we walk past our shop. Say, got empty shop Same concept empty shop got number call Okay call Then I think call. Hi, uncle wow, you want okay. Wah, my current rental suddenly jump easy lah. Yeah, 4 times. So he said, siao lah, don't want a shop house 2-story. I mean like, don't see
appetite lah. Suddenly.
Yeah, suddenly like, cannot lah. Then, okay, we don't say. Then after that, the uncle say, how you want? Don't want. I got many people asking. No, yeah. Never mind, uncle. What we believe is, if it's meant for you, it's meant for you. Then I say, okay lah. Then I say, no rush lah, don't need lah. I mean, we didn't have any intention.
Not gonna die without it.
Yeah, so we say we just continue focus on these 2 shops first lah. Sekali, okay lah, 2 weeks later, no. Tempting Call the uncle again See whether the shop still have it yeah. Hello uncle, you call yeah, no one take uncle. I thought got many people Cannot
find now
you want okay, we want to come down, you see first. Okay, we see we measure, we see nice we see a bit of plan here. Okay uncle, we are just start up uncle. Cannot bit tough. Okay lah, I help you First year I give second year good deal So cut like what? 1/3
Two story
Yeah, 2 story no. So
I mean I went there lah.
Yeah, so it's like the ideal place, centralized. Even though it was still phase 2 or so, but it was like opening up already lah.
That was late 2022.
I would say like 2021.
21 back at the end already.
Yeah, ending already. Then I say, okay lah, we say, okay, let's try Same thing But then ask, how? You want it or not? Same thing don't look back. We look forward. And it was my father's word also like, say, don't look back. Her father was also, go je, go. Whatever happens later is later. I mean, at least you try
Yep.
Like you die trying lah.
Yep.
Okay lah, we try lah.
Fight one lah.
We go one lah. But it was crazy. It was a big leap because you have to reno. Singapore, one thing they really very nyao, I would say. The SFA, NEA. So the URA even, they say like, you want to set up, because it was a museum back then. So you have to change of use. You have to set up, okay, you have to plan and design where you want to put everything. So it was very messy. And then we say, okay, you have to fix the exhaust here. We say, we use the old exhaust, not enough. Because you want to fry, you have to big exhaust. Big exhaust means big money. And you say, savings how? Got enough. I say, enough. Saving wipe out.
Wow.
Wipe out, no. So whatever savings from the boost, from the Tropica,
accumulated.
Yes, for that 1 or 2 years, right? We wipe out and then we told ourselves, we do it Just do it.
So macam restart
Yeah, macam restart. And the thing is, you have some debt still because you take the ID everything. But we did minimal because we cannot change So they conservative So the florists all cannot change. Say, okay just make do Something like it's like we never had a major renovation And we tried to do renovation. Start. We want to launch all of us kena COVID.
Group
Rental run already.
Shit.
Then back then, if you kena COVID, you have to quarantine 7 days, then check everything. Gone 2 weeks, no. 2 weeks, no money, no. But we still run. And then the thing is, we let go of Tropica. We were still weighing should we stay with Tropica or not? But then we think back, actually don't need already.
If stay means you got 3
You stay shop But because we find it like Tropica is somewhere in Tampines already, right?
Yep.
So we make it hub as a place
Yep.
Then we have one at the estate area, the neighborhood area, and one at the prime area, centralized. So for those from the west siders, north siders, they can come to Busora.
Yep.
And then the east siders.
So you travel all the way there
Yeah. Because we also did like walk ground Fatin really put the effort.
But then your followers already quite a lot. Because now actually your followers a lot. About 20 over 1,000.
I would say. Yeah. Back then I think it was still 12 or so. And then we did like we just want to celebrate, right? So every milestone like 1K, we giveaway, follow, tag, giveaway, like the typical one which in a way is like I would say like form of marketing.
Yeah, it's also, but actually I feel it stems more from your style You like
share
tag people for the support.
Yeah.
You not stingy one I mean I know you.
Don't say I'm flying.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, actually the journey really a lot of
intense
ups and downs, and it's like only one shop year
in a way.
So far, right?
Yeah. So actually, sometimes we talk about it. Within that 1 year we really jumped. No, you really jumped. And the thing is, we count ourselves lucky. That's why I say it's really I'm thankful for the blessings. It might look easy. We are the one who felt it like it was quite tough. But actually, when we compare with some other people, our friends, neighbors, actually they had it worse. So we are just thankful.
Yep.
And I mean, what is something that is like, if you want to aim for something, you don't go through the hardships.
Yep.
I mean, OCS also same.
Yeah.
I mean, when the tough gets going.
Yep.
I mean, what you know?
They say the tough time don't last. Do right.
Yes, correct. And when the going gets tough, man,
That's why you cannot sign up. You means you go back, you go and see. But really, I think because you see, everything that you just went through, right? It all happens within really that 1 year. 2021 was the pivotal point for
correct.
Right. Then actually moving forward thereafter, generally most of the things were on track, right?
On track.
So from 2021, late 2021, in fact 2022 onwards, until now it's about 3 years.
3 years, correct.
So at least most of it has been stabilized.
It's stabilized already. I would say the SOP is like that. So we have the SOP. We are pretty much we let it run independently. But thankfully also my parents at the Busora. And the thing is, the business is all run by families only. Yeah. So Fatin's idea of having a business is not just aiming for the earnings.
Yep.
But she said she want to create opportunity for the fellow.
Everybody come together.
Correct, yeah. So
I go down, I see your father, very fun.
That kampung spirit, that kampung spirit is nice. Because when I see when it's tough if you do it alone. But when you have everyone's effort, right? Then it's like actually easy. What's so difficult? But of course, the challenge is family and work. But I would say there's more positivity than negativity.
I mean, it's not easy. There are a lot of things sometimes family also cannot say. They want to spoil the relationship. Yeah. So, while yes, there is this pros about coming together to do something, but there's also a lot of all this very sensitive.
Definitely have one. I mean, even if let's say it's outsider, also same. I mean, I don't treat outsider like an outsider. Because you have to treat them like a family also. At the end of the day, they are helping you, you're also helping them. It's mutual.
So if I now ask you one thing, regardless of whether you are doing your coaching business, then coming over to do your Kueh business, right? What is one value or one thing that actually stayed throughout the same month?
I would say it's really the discipline in you. Because I would say it's not just because, you army friend say this. No, actually discipline is the most important factor. For you to have the discipline as a self-employed, you earn money, you spend means you buy, right?
Yes.
Whatever your priority, if you don't prioritize properly, bye-bye. So if let's say you don't have the discipline, you get money, you get money, spend, then bye-bye. So discipline number one in your management. Second is discipline in your own self to really continue working. Self-employed, flexible. Want to work. Haze, rain, don't need to work, go shopping. That kind of thing. But you have to have that discipline that, you really go out during rain and you really work during that kind of thing. Same for Kueh also same. You feel like an independent, let them run. Then your quality how? Because it's really quality. So you have to really sometimes be on the ground also. The discipline in you to really be there and not just to show your presence, You have to really let overlook. You see why like that? Cannot. Then you try to see, maybe something wrong with the machine. Because I teach you, you should do the same. It's just a passing of SOP. If you don't do the same, then it's your fault. But if you do the same, then maybe something else.
Actually, I heard a few things. One is the consistency, the discipline. But what I also observe, not just hearing, because I go and visit you from time to time, right, is that you are constantly grounded. You're always there to make sure that what you know is not knowledge of the yesteryears. Not like 2 years back, I do. Your problem today, things may have changed. It may no longer be relevant. So I see you constantly get your hands dirty. That's something that is seen, be it in your coaching business. That's why you never really go into, because to you, quality control is always
very important. I think that the peak, the most important, the better factor.
Actually, on this, I also want to ask you, then what's your plan next? Because I spoke to you briefly about, bro, go and franchise out or you better expand out. Then I remember the first thing you tell me is QC. You want to make sure, you're open to things, but then the key thing is the quality cannot go down. You don't want to disappoint the people that has been supporting you.
So there's always this question asked, I would say, how come McDonald's can do it? Then you look at the business, not as good as, I don't say not as big as McDonald's. You see something not a fast food also. You see, for example, this, they sell nasi. You see, also open many shop. So interesting, how they manage. Because I myself, I manage too, crazy, Then the quality can really crazy also. Sometimes they say, this one a bit oily. Why oily? Then you think back, how I managed to really crazy. What more those who manage 17? I saw one company have 17 outlets throughout in Singapore island-wide. It's wow, crazy, man. But of course, franchise doesn't work as you alone. You have that person. But then again, you manage item versus you manage mentality of person. It's also too different. So it's something that I want to do this franchise, but I would say that it's something that pulls me out is really the quality because the name that you same thing on like the coaching I want to let go so very hard. So if I want to let go, I want to entrust this name this company to someone must really this person I know. And how many years I've been in there? Only 5 years, only barely 5 years. So if I want to think about franchise, right, I feel 5 years is not enough. Whereas I went to Ang Mo Kio, there's this Mee Rebus stall Yunus family 60 years bro. That's it. Good. And how many shops you have? One shop bro. Then I think say, Aji, how long already? 60 years already. I'm 30 years no. You are double my age doing business no. Not his age no. He's doing it for 60 years.
Yep. The experience
Yeah, that's it. There's satu kedai only. Cause he said at the end of the day, thankful What do you want?
Because your outcome is not I want to be very rich. Yours it's about you want something that you enjoy doing that can help you live the lifestyle that you want.
Correct.
And you are contented with what you have.
Correct, yeah. So something I think is that me and Fatin, we really have our frequency is there. So we not say we don't aim to be rich. But even if we want to be rich or we aim to have higher earnings, it's not just because we want to spend on ourselves. I feel like the give back is something. So we have plans like we want to do something like charity. You compare us, we are so comfortable versus someone who's doing like a normal job. Maybe they don't have that amount of money, but I can see that they will do more
if they have the help.
It's
like the time I ask you, hey bro, sponsor straight away, you want sponsor the stuff for
like that Something like I feel like I can do more Until now, in fact, yesterday on the way back, we were from Yishun. We sent my brother-in-law to his camp, Guts at Khatib. On the way back, now I think back, I told Fatin I want to open on Tuesday because we close Monday, Tuesday. I said I want to open on Tuesday. Why? I don't know. I just want to do Tuesday. I want to sell one amount of box. Let's say I aim 50 box. Then with that amount, I just want to donate.
Okay. Donate. So all the earnings on that day.
Correct. Something like it's really like is something like I want to do it because I have that. I have that capabilities. I can do it. And I'm not doing a lot also. It's just that amount, and I can get this support from my followers. I don't do it. I do it for so-called on ground. I do everything. The support it comes from y'all. Y'all can buy. It's a win-win. And that money is not just my money for me to spend. It's my money, or rather, it's your money you put in, and I do it.
Do it together.
Yeah, do it together. That comes with me. I want that.
I mean, you always same in class. Then let's sometimes do nonsense. But all the nonsense usually, to me, I feel the intention is correct Like sometimes we do funny thing, you also like, hey, don't you also The funny one, I feel the things that we do, there is no ill intent. That's what I
correct.
Right, and that's what I've been teaching my children as well. I tell them, you want to do something funny, right? Ask yourself, is it dangerous? Is it right? Is it putting somebody else down?
Yes, correct.
I realize I learned a lot from you.
Now that I learn that you learn. So the learning never stop.
But one thing I want to ask, since we are doing podcast, right, it's also a good means to reach out. So if there's someone out there that have the formula and know how to scale and then franchise, then they are open. Can they reach out to you?
Yes, hopefully.
So they come and talk to you, then so this all up to you. You all just going to talk.
Yes.
Somebody sees this, then good, please reach out to you. Then you all can have a conversation.
Correct. So for me, I'm not, like I said, I'm the sergeant major. The planning wise, I have my own say. But like I said, I always put Fatin to be the officer. Because I would say my perspective is always on ground. For her, she look at it, overlook, right? She overlook everything. How she want to scale it, I leave it to her. Sometimes also like sometimes we go in the bazaar, the twilight food and feed. That one also, it took a while for me and my brother-in-law to convince her.
The event team one
because I told her, hey, this one really can go, what can do. One thing is because if you want to do that, we have to close one shop. So there's opportunity cost there. But I told her the reason why we close is because we bring in this manpower. You don't want to hire, right? You don't want to hire more, So we're using the current manpower. We do at another place. So two things one thing, generate the income. But it's more of branding. People get to know you.
Expansion.
So it's that one also, we don't really go like every month. We see like every 3 months or so. So like on a quarter basis. Because it's quite tiring. Which I understand. So sometimes she wants to scale, but because I think maybe on her plate got a lot. The kids. Our priorities will still be the kids. So if in any case, like the business were to expand, right, we really feel like, hey, kids first. We really have to settle the kids first. And then we think about the expansion. We have a lot of plans, but it's really something that stops us, not because the kids is a hindrance, but because our priorities are. It's not something that we want to put our heart and soul, our effort full all out in the business. We really want to spend time. Just a bit more. I would say I will tahan a bit more.
I see your IG sometimes I was thinking, wow, basket, this guy, I don't need to work. But actually not true. I must say, I know him for how many years now, sir?
Yeah.
He has always been a hard worker. I mean, I know you wake up very early. Sometimes I think you got sleep or not lah. Like they never sleep lah.
Have sleep one but it's just when there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
When you really want to do it, even if you sleep late, you know you have to wake up the next day. Means you wake up.
But I got one question I want to ask you. So it's about so your business, right? The family are involved, and also your closest partner is Fatina, your wife, right? How do you then balance between like the husband, the wife role, and the business partner's role? I mean, like even like a lot of people are just be husband wife already hard, and now you like in a way have to work together. That's why some people don't even want to work in the same company together. Let alone building things together, right? So how do you balance, and what would be some tips that you may have for someone that's in this position or intending to go into this?
Woman always right, bro.
Oh,
No lah. I think first of all, Fatih is not a woman. Kau aja.
so you go back.
I think okay lah. Okay, we have a lot of this feedback. We have a lot of this. I would say not naysayers lah, but naysayers lah.
Later I see your
They say-
hand.
Like they say like, hey, you know business cannot do family members one. A lot will say that.
Yeah.
But I would say that how you want to take that words and you know you want to go inside and it becomes your mindset that you cannot Yeah, everything cannot
Yeah.
But if let's say you take it, you only filter a bit. Okay, I have to be careful only So maybe that one is a form of advice is better than as a form of macam, comfort cannot one something that stops you.
Yep.
So if I say for example my parents are working, of course you don't want to hurt their feelings Family cannot make it one But if they do mistake how you want to tell them? You have to find a better way rather than you act as a boss.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, even though they say business is business, family is family.
Yep.
Even though it's towards your parents. But I feel no. I feel like I still have to respect them as parents because they are like the so-called the advisor. They lead their life longer than you. They really add in values in your life. So just listen to them. You can still take a step back.
Yeah, I mean now that you talk, you see, you know even my ama my grandma.
Yeah.
So I guess now you see as we talk, then you make me learn so many things. This part I still learning. You know my style.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, F you means everyone. I don't care. You my father, you think I care? So this part I must say that's something that I have not learned and mastered yet.
Yeah.
Oh, but I think that's really goal lah. Like it's about. Well, yes, you may have the logical aspect that is right, but then you also need to find the balance.
Correct.
How then to find the best approach to talk to them without
Without hurting. Minimize. Minimize.
I think this also have to do with some. Okay, I feel right. This is because your priorities it's not money, it's not the business must be huge, but about the harmony, right?
Yeah, I would say Same lah. So let's say my frequency, thankfully I don't have that lust to really earn so much or whatsoever. You can see I bocap one I really bocap. People go out say, hey, you every drag pants, like say, hey, at the end of the day is you get to cover yourself good enough. So same Fatin also, the idea of business is to help out. So I think I'm so thankful to have her as a partner. So people will say husband and wife cannot click in the business, but I would say no lah. The frequency must set right. How you can adapt to her and how she can adapt to you. So I would say this is also a relationship lesson. They say you are not 50-50 with her. She's actually whatever you are lack of, she's more to you. So if let's say you're 30, she's the 70. And if she's 30, then you're 70. You adapt to it.
This is something I learned also after I left the army. I mean, you know my style, right? I always think like officer, big shot. I think I really very smart. I think I'm very good. Until when I leave, right? Then I start to realize that I always feel that I'm better than Rifat. But after a while, I realized no, not so. There are a lot of things that she actually maybe better than me. And I then have to learn to solo lah. Now that is only after I left. Before that,
go right.
The we're not here, we're here.
Yeah, but it's not something that I would say empower women. But it's something that you as a guy, right? Actually, and Fatin the one who talked to me just now morning, say, you know what's the goal to a relationship? Is to give in.
She a lot of wisdom.
I
see her, she
right? Yeah, getting older, getting wiser. Yeah. She said, just morning, she stepped on my back. But my ego inside. Shut up. Because I'm more on the hard-headed. I say, if it's right, it's right. Army style. That's the right way, that's the right way. If you want to go by the left way, make sure it's a bit more, not so off the value. Yeah, so for her, she said to give in. I think that, it's really to give in, like sometimes you feel like you are always right. On ground, I know. Must do this. But she never on ground, say, cannot, you can just do with 3 manpower lah. Then she cannot, must have 5. Don't need lah, 3 enough lah. Then you think actually I can do it. Because I'm the one who's always want to make it easy for the workers. But actually, She said, no, it's okay. Because even you put 3, they still have a lot of rest time. Something like that.
So you need to learn to let them also.
Correct, yeah. So it's something that you don't micromanage because you always have a partner there, you know.
I think this is something that I noticed. Same. Then when I left, then my younger brother, you also know my brother. He told me, he said, bro, you need to let go. He said, shouldering too many things. It's like good. The good thing is you have the sense of responsibility. But sometimes because you're so responsible, everything you carry, then there's nothing to carry.
Correct. So that is totally 100% true. So you cannot, I would say, it's also business point of view or whatever point of view, you cannot tie everything on. Go army also, you got section you're not one person officer go fight alone. You carry Matador, someone else carry Matador. So you cannot carry all Matadors. Same thing It's just like, you cannot tie alone. You have that, open up your mouth, just ask, I need help.
Yeah, okay, I got one last question. Right, thanks for sharing so many wisdom. The last question is, if now go back to time, right? Go back in time, right? What will you tell your younger self, your poly self, your never bathe self?
Wow. I would say, secondary school time, I will tell you, whatever I want to be, I will never be. Secondary school, I want to be a cashier. Why? Because I don't know, something about the cashier. Ching, money pay, there's someone that, ching, like, I never be a cashier. I work part-time as a lifeguard. Oh, shit, like lifeguard, right? Then my PE teacher asked, I want to be accountant like my auntie. Why? Wow, good money. Then I think back. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, too. Look, my auntie said, oh, auntie, like stress only. So, okay, I cannot be accountant. I cannot be accountant. I'm more work, like always work. I cannot. Yeah, that. Yeah, I want to be PE teacher. Call my PE teacher say, let's say, okay, I want to be PE teacher. That's when I got. And I never be a PE teacher. I was a really teacher only. So, almost there, but didn't, And swimming coach also, it was not something that I want to be. It's just like, because I want my passion to really share. Be it whether it's share of knowledge or whatever. I think at the end of the day, it's like, you do it sincerity. Like for us, we believe that we do it for Allah's sake. So when you do it for Allah's sake, whatever doesn't go the way you want it to be, you won't feel disappointed. Because you know He arranged for it. I feel it's that way. So if let's say I would tell my younger self, do what you're doing now. Because you can plan so much also. You also don't know whether it can happen or not. But what's more important is you really put your heart and soul to it. You do it sincerely. And you just, enjoy life. I think that's important.
I think that one really important. Hey, then how if we go back, will you let me go inside the mosque? Pastor, I want to go.
Hey, you imam what? You imam what?
No, but really, I think everything I learn from you is start with the heart.
Yeah,
you can be smart, but if the intention, the heart, is not in the right place, right?
Yeah.
No longevity to a lot.
Yeah, in a way. I always ask my son also. We also never pressure our son, because my son is my younger self also. I never pressure him,
Wonder now talk so much.
I told him, Abang, you want to take over the business? I want. You sure or not? I want. Okay, after you. But I never pressure on him. They usually come to the shop, they just want to do things and let them do. But sometimes they disturb. They say, hey, don't disturb this. You want to do something more important. So it's something that younger self, you can tell your younger self, or your younger generations to always just do your best. I always tell him, you do your best, you put effort to study, your exams you do your best, you fail also, I'm happy. Because I know you did your best and you should know that you did your best. If you don't do your best, you don't want to study, you don't put effort, you go exam, you're not Victor, come sleep, suddenly can answer all correct. Hey, how you know? How you know?
I listen, man.
No, I copy, PSP. Wake up. It's something like you really, just do your best. At the end of this, really your effort.
Yeah, thanks for sharing all this. Before we end, I just want to give a few shout out. One is, I know it's not for business, every stage you still need support, right? I think you all are doing relatively well. But what I feel is really something that resonates with me, because they also help. I went to APSN, I say, bro, can sponsor, you also sponsor. Don't even ask, never even ask how much, everything can, everything can. So I think just now earlier you mentioned the Tuesday thing, right? So I will put your profile here. Then after that, then please, if you all want, go and check, go and message him, go and DM him. That's one. Two, it's if you know how to franchise, you're already someone that's successful in this field, and then you happen to come across this podcast and hear your journey, right? Maybe it can help to scale. But again, remember, it's the values must first be aligned. Right? It's not just about the earning money part; it's about doing it right.
Correct.
Right. So I think these are the two things that I want to put here and then shout out to. Yeah, thanks so much for coming over.
Khalis didn't take the conventional route. He didn't chase titles, he chased values. And along the way, he found purpose, partnership, and career. From the poly boy who saved me from drowning to the man who's now helping his family rise literally with every trait of career. He reminds us that greatness isn't always loud. Sometimes it's showing up at 5 a.m. in the kitchen with your spouse beside you and a dream that's still alive. This is perspective.